Well, hello everyone and welcome. Welcome to Thought for Thursday. I am so happy to have you here with us today. Thought for Thursday is a part of Leveling Up the Podcast. It is the portion of the podcast that we bring to you on Thursday evenings, giving you 5 facts, 5 tips for pain areas that you need solutions to, giving you 5 tips in 15 minutes, hoping to help you to put you on the right path to getting solutions for some really needed areas that you need solutions for. So tonight, the very first Thursday in our new year, welcome, happy new year. Welcome to 2025. Think of it as a clean slate, an opportunity to continue the things that perhaps you started in 2024 and didn't have the opportunity to finish. Perhaps it's an opportunity to correct some things that you didn't really want to go a certain way in 2024. 2025, as each new day is, a new year is 365 days worth of a platform, a whole area of newness in which you can go to start over, to start anew, to make things different. And the topic that we're talking about tonight really does fall right in with what I just said. It's an opportunity that we're talking about to do things differently, to finally step perhaps into an area where you haven't stepped before. Perhaps it's an opportunity to look into something that you've desired to look into for quite some time. Perhaps it's an opportunity to reach out to others. Whatever it is, know that that clock is ticking. With each and every day, you are given an opportunity to make a change. And really, you need to go ahead and take advantage of that opportunity. So I've been teasing about a program that I have that's coming up, as you probably have guessed, is coming up in January. And I want to talk to you tonight a little about why it is that you really do need to thrive. Why is it that you need to do whatever is necessary, all right, to make your 2025 all that you desire for it to be? You may want to have things look totally different for you. You may want to have things to look just the same, but perfect them, to shine them and to sharpen them. Whatever it is, my message to you right now is that now is the time to do so. Now is the time to go ahead and ensure that you put in place those things that you need in order to thrive. I know there are times when we felt stuck, and we talk about that a lot, like you're going through the motions, doing everything that you need to do, whether that be for someone else or perhaps doing things that you need to do for your life, and you don't necessarily like the areas in life that you're doing them for. You're just doing them because you may feel that you have to. What if I told you that the life you desire, all right, the life that fulfills you personally and professionally is really within reach? Well, you'd probably say, well, that's nothing new from what you've told me before. However, we want to take this a step further. I want you to know that it's within reach, and I want you to do something about reaching it. I am going to be able, in the program that I have that's coming, you're going to be able to get some tools that are going to help you to implement these things that I've been talking about. So why is it that you need to thrive? All right. Why is it that you might need a program? Why is it that you might need a boost to help you to actually move out and get some things done that you really need to get done? Well, let's just be honest. You haven't done it up until this point. What's it going to hurt to go ahead and try to put something in place that's going to help you to get moving, that's going to help you to finally go across that line that you've been teetering behind for so long? So let me give you a couple of reasons why you should definitely do something about desiring, do something about making a move to do things better in this year? Well, reason number one, and I'll go ahead and post that up here. And we talk about it. It's those limiting beliefs. There are things that are holding you back from actually having made a step up until this point. Let's get working on those things. Let's go ahead and eradicate those beliefs. And the program that I have will enable you to do just that. You know, those insidious thoughts that whisper, I'm not good enough. It's too late for me to pursue something different, or I don't deserve success. Whatever those voices are telling you, we've talked about them before. They don't just sit quietly, do they? They always speak up. And they definitely will start to speak up now that I'm challenging you to silence them. They don't like to be challenged. That is when you hear them getting louder, that is your opportune time to go ahead and realize that it's time for me to silence them. Where have they gotten you thus far? Think about that. Where have those limiting beliefs gotten you thus far, other than in a place where you're operating in fear, in discouragement, in a place where you're feeling that you're not good enough, in a place where you feel that you really don't need to make an effort to do any better because better just really in the cards for you. Let's work on that, all right? What's another reason why it's time for you to go ahead and pursue what's needed so that you can thrive? Well, you've outgrown that current life that you're living, and it's really holding you back, and you don't know what's next. The scariest place to be is to walk out somewhere and you not know what's out there. Well, let me tell you, it's even scarier to stay behind and wonder what's out there and not pursue finding out what you may be able to walk into. To sit in an area of doubt for the rest of your life is really a defeated place to be, one in which you don't feel as though you want to pursue anything different. You don't feel as though it's really worth you putting in an effort. You don't feel that there's anything out there, but you don't feel that way because you don't know. You haven't put an effort in to find out what may be there that could make my life different. You know where you are right now is not where you want to be, whether that be professionally, whether that be personally, whether that be physically, whatever it is, you're not quite where you want to be. And where has it gotten you to just realize that and do absolutely nothing about it? It's time. It's time. You've outgrown that place. It's time to go ahead and jump over out of that mediocrity space and into one of growth, into a mindset of prosperity, into a mindset of being fulfilled, into a mindset of growth and purpose, into a place where you know that there is more for you and you are now going to pursue that. You may stumble, you'll get up again. You may run into a wall. There's a way around that. Whatever the situation is, it may not always flow exactly in the way that you want it to. And that may be what's held you back thus far and staying in that place where you've outgrown. But know that it is necessary and imperative that you pursue a route around that current route that's not getting you to where you want to be. What's another reason why you need to move into an area where you just need to do better? You need to go ahead and pursue what's more for you. Well, because you're finally ready to pursue your passion, but you don't know where to start. That's another reason. That's what maybe has held you back thus far. You don't know where to start. Well, let me tell you, as I used to tell my kids all the time, there is always support for helping you to get to know what you don't know. I mean, think of it in the natural. Think of you trying to put together perhaps something that you've brought home from the store and it didn't come with instructions. Well, the way that technology is set right now and the information age is set, you can go online, Plug in whatever appliance it is that you've just purchased, whatever toy, whatever piece of furniture, whatever it is that you've just purchased. You can now plug that in on a platform such as Google and be able to get instructions for how it is that you can put that together. So yeah, that's an example of something that you may do that you may think is fairly easy to do. You may not be able to Google your purpose. As a matter of fact, I can almost guarantee you're not going to be able to Google your purpose. You may be able to find some information that supports that, but identifying your purpose is going to require some work on your part. And just as I used to tell my kids, there's always a way to get a solution for what it is that you're trying to solve. I'm telling you now that there is a way to do the work that's necessary to find that purpose and to operate in that purpose. And a program such as the one that I'm introducing is the tool that is going to help you to get there. Proven methods for not only making sure that you've got that identified purpose, but that you're able to do some things to move in that purpose. All right. So it's time. It's time. You're finally ready. You're ready. You are ready to move out and do the thing that you have been passionate about for so long, that you know is the more for you, but you just don't know where to start. What's another reason why it's time for you to move and to go into a life where you want to thrive? Well, because you're struggling to market yourself, for example, in your position where you are right now, you're struggling to market yourself as you are, or you're struggling to market your ideas. That's something that we deal with on the business side of this program. You know, how many times have you had a brilliant idea, but felt overwhelmed by the thought of turning it into a reality? Start something new, like I've been talking about, a business, a project, or even a new chapter in life. It requires clarity, doesn't it? Direction and tools. That's what we're talking about when I'm talking about a method that you can employ in which you can do that, in which you can get the tools necessary, act on those tools, utilize those tools to be able to get the foundation for what it is that you want to do, to get clarity on how it is that you can move in a certain direction so that you're headed down the right path to get to where you want to be. So yeah, that's another reason you're struggling where you are. It's time for you to find out how it is you can market yourself, move, get the clarity, get the direction, get whatever is necessary to help you to build the business, to help you to capitalize and to move so that you are doing more of what you desire to do and less of what you feel you have to do. All right. Doing more of what you desire to do in 2025 and less of what you feel you have to do. That's not to say there are going to be some things that you still have to do, but oh, wouldn't it be so great to be able to finally move on some things that you really want to do, that you've wanted for so long and you've held back. That's what we're talking about here. So what's another reason? We're coming down to the last one here. You're tired of surviving and you're ready to thrive. That's the bottom line. You have been in this mode for so long. It's almost as though you've been there so long that you feel it's right, that you've forgotten that it's really not where you're supposed to be. But you've accepted the fact that since I've been here for so long, obviously this is where I need to stay. That's not the case. It's time. 2025, take a chance on you. In 2025, what happens if you go for that life where you want to thrive, that life where you know it's going to enable you to thrive, and perhaps you fall short? What's the worst thing that can happen? You've tried. You've put the effort in at least to make a difference. And the wonderful thing about trying is that there's no such thing as trying and not trying again. Because with each try, you gain new information, you gather new knowledge, and you begin to build upon what it is that you may have failed at before, and now know that you don't go in that same direction. Maybe you tweak things a bit. It is time. So I challenge you today. What limiting beliefs are holding you back? All right. What is it that you can do to uncover your purpose? All right. Think about those things. What steps are you going to do in 2025 to begin to thrive? What is it that you're going to do finally to get from where you have been, where you've been just hanging out lately, where you've been just sitting and stewing and not really getting anywhere? All right. What is it that you're going to do to finally move in another direction and to go for those things that you may think up until now you're not so deserving of, that someone else has told you you won't succeed in doing, that you've perhaps failed at and figured that there really is no reason for trying again? It's you that I'm talking to. It is you that I'm talking to that needs to make that move in 2025, to do the foundational work that is going to help you to move from those beliefs that you're okay where you are, where you really know deep down you're not good. You're not good, perhaps physically. You're not good mentally. You're not good professionally. Wherever it is that you're lacking, this is your opportunity to get moving, to make change, to look at what can be changed, and to move on doing that. So, for those of you who are interested in the program, I'm going to have all the details on how you can enroll starting tomorrow. But for me to give you some information that's going to help to get you churning right now, go ahead and just drop in the chat area more info. Or what I can get you to do as well is just send a text to me that says more. Go ahead and send a text, and you can text that to 240-789-4299. Just simply the word more, and I will give you additional information on this program that is going to help you to get moving in 2025 and do some things that you have not either done in a long time, you've never done at all, or get you to a point where you are finally operating in the lane in which you know that you should be driving, and not just on those back roads where you've been hanging out all this time. It is time to move. All right. Thank you so much for listening in tonight. Be sure you text me, send me a DM. I am going to have all of the information ready for you tomorrow as we wrap up my last teaser on the program. Thank you for being here. Remember, in 2025, you've got to be authentically yourself. Contribute what it is that you bring, because you and only you have it. We need it. You need it. You are deserving of change. You are deserving of better. You are deserving of a life in which you thrive personally and professionally. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.